Oh, look at this. Talk about chance to exploit something. Science lab and lab. Bentornati. Welcome back to the Cataclysm. In the last episode, we found this really sweet shortcut in between these two diagonally adjacent forest tiles. Often enough, when you have a, let's say, diagonal gap like this, there's a good chance you're gonna squeeze your vehicle through, and that's what happened. Yeah, we got through, then I think we went through maybe here, we climbed on top of this silo, so we got all this area revealed. We took a look at the maple syrup sugar house, which is very good not only because of the tons and tons of maple syrup, but also because of the tanks. You find a very good amount, well, actually a huge amount of 60-liter tanks, 200-liter steel drums, and also logs, allegedly maple logs, but who cares, it's just wood. I don't think you can extract anything else from that in terms of maple. It didn't even say maple log, just said logs. Then, I wasn't here last time with the vehicle. I already unfortunately did a lot of talking, but then I realized I wasn't recording. Yeah. Good job, Onion. But I did, well, I did something, I didn't do much. So what I was saying is we scouted a little bit going towards this military outpost. Now, what's a military outpost? This tile is practically defended 24/7 with active turrets, so it's not like a military bunker that only brings out the turrets if you try and break in. You can avoid all of that in a military bunker using a military ID cards. And we have military ID cards. The problem is the military outpost is defended, as I said, 24/7. There's not only turrets on all sides, but also there's military spotlights that just move around this spot of light, of course, trying to illuminate you at night so that you can be shot. Some of those turrets might be very high caliber, like 50 cal, so it's pretty deadly. And on top of that, it's kind of in the middle of this forest. Now, one idea could be trying to squeeze through this trail with the vehicle. The problem is there's a number of, so even if the trail is mostly passable, the vehicle's gonna have a hard time squeezing through because there's a lot of trees. That said, we have an electric chainsaw that could solve part of the problem. So it's a matter of, do I want to spend the time removing trees so I can go through with the vehicle? And why the vehicle? Because we can do the trick, right, of sitting inside the vehicle and only use the cameras to look out, and that way we cannot be targeted. But at the same time, remember that when you do this, right, and you go 45 degrees, look at this. Even if I'm sitting inside, you see these gaps? It's well illuminated in here. If there's a turret anywhere along this line, I'm visible. And that's just because, you know, tiles. The vehicle is still made of tiles, and in this game, a diagonal gap is a gap. It's not like, if you're familiar with, for example, RimWorld addresses this. So in RimWorld, these two tiles are a solid wall, right? Instead, in a game like Cataclysm or even in Dwarf Fortress, I think in most legacy or old style tile-based games like roguelikes type games, I think the classic way of thinking a diagonal gap is that you can squeeze through, and that's the case for this game. Like, if there was a turret in here right now, I would be visible. Maybe I would be out of range slightly, but that is visible. This is visible to me and also to anybody that would be in here. I am visible to these two trees, treacherous trees. But if I encounter like the turret while staying like this, I'm not visible. If there was a turret in here now, I could see it. It couldn't see me. So one idea is that it's not foolproof. It's not 100% safe. Then what else happened? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture on camera. I went inside this LMOE shelter. We only found me and Tim only found some rounds. Again, wrong key. It's an interesting layout. Unfortunately, now you get to see it already all explored. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's this, nothing really interesting in this. And then there was this thing. Let me show you. It was, I grabbed the bookcase. There's stuff in the way and I can't move it. Let me do this, and move everything. Whoop. Okay. So that I can show you, like, say, this thing was here, right? And all this area was not visible, and I thought, okay, there must be a whatchamacallit, a hidden room in here. So I grabbed the bookcase, moved it, did this, and sure enough, there's a hidden room here. I grabbed a 40mm grenade, but this is I didn't grab the tube launcher because it's the homemade type of weapon. And then there is tools. Like, finding something like this early on, this would be amazing. There's a bunch of tools, but we already have all of this. Also, there is also a gas-powered jackhammer, like the one that we crafted ourselves. So it would have been nice finding something like this early on. And then a lot of food in here. And another item, which is kind of rare, that I found in here is the survival knife, which has metal sawing and wood sawing. It's not as good as the hunting knife for butchering, though. But it's interesting. It's an interesting item. Not necessarily something that I want to carry around all the time. But yeah. So, one idea that I was discussing as I realized that I wasn't recording is I could even mount, because I should have a grenade launcher in here somewhere. Let's see, guns, LMGs, maybe not in here, maybe in here though. See, an M79 launcher and even a Mark 19 grenade launcher. 11 tiles, 12 tiles. I could even mount this as a turret on the vehicle. Now this only loads one. This probably has a drum magazine. Or wait, is that... So this is 40 by 46. Capacity 1 round of 40 by 4. Oh, it's different type of grenades. This is 40 by 46. This is 40 by 53. Aha. It's a belt-fed grenade launcher. But at the same time we have 8 of those. And it shows in... No, it doesn't show in green. This one shows in green, meaning that we have more ammo for it. The Mark 19, we only have those 8. It would be interesting though. It would be interesting. Examine vehicle. There is a mounted M249 in here. We haven't been using this a lot because this only fires auto, whereas the other one, which is in here, the M2 Browning, this is the 50 cal, it's deadly accurate and it does a lot of damage because 50 cal, of course. I could replace this one with a grenade launcher. What if I remove the mounted M249? It takes about 25 seconds. I did it. What if I install the Mark 19 grenade launcher? Oh, skills required launchers 1? Are you serious? Oh, launchers 1. Launchers 1. Wait a second. Wait a second. Do I have a book about launchers? Nothing to read. Nothing to read. Too heavy to pick up. Yeah, let's drop something. Let's drop. Wait. Where's the M249? Okay, drop the Mark 19. Destination area is full. Oh, because I grabbed that and then I did something else. Is put it in here. And did other thing drop on the ground? Okay, not on the ground. Read. Do I have a book that can teach me about launchers? I'm pretty sure that such a book exists. I don't know if I have it. I have shotguns, electronics, fabrication, handguns, swimming, shotguns, speaking, archery. Rifles. No, I don't have it. Okay, so can't do this. Can't do this, and I don't even know if I can make something that could let me practice launchers. Can I look into the description? Launcher. Let's see. It's looking. Takes a long time to search in the description. Firearm waterproofing, brass capsule, sword bayonet. Modified mini nuke. Let's see. Is there any handmade weapon? Side mount? No. Nope. It's hard to practice using launchers. Makes sense. So let's reinstall in here the M249 or something. M249, M240. Yeah, I reinstall this in 1 minute. Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna do another thing. I want to see what's in here. What's at the end of this road? And if it is something like a lab, the lab takes precedence because we know that we can work with a lab and there's gonna be loot. There's gonna be useful loot. Whereas for the military outpost, we don't really know if there's even gonna be anything useful in there. And we know for sure that it's gonna be difficult to get in. And there's gonna be a really high risk of getting shot dead. What's a decayed pouncer? What? Oh man. An otherwise normal looking cougar, except that its hind legs are swollen and its eyes bulge with black goo. This is a zombie cougar. Cougar? That thing. A big zombie cat. We don't want to mess with that. Not on foot, at least. What's that on the ground? Oh, a corpse. Poor corpse. Corpse of a human. This looks a lot like... looks very much like a lab to me, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, you know, guys, there's a high chance that in a lab we find very, very good stuff, even slightly overpowered stuff. So, you know, the first rule of the Cataclysm is that if you have a chance to exploit something... Oh, look at this! Talk about chance to exploit something. Science lab and lab. I guess we will get in, get as much power-ups as possible, and then when we feel appropriately overpowered, then we're gonna take on the military outpost as a show of force. What's in here? Aspirin, bifocal glasses. Vending machine is empty. Books. I have all of this. Light disposable battery. Let's take one of our million science ID card and let's get in there. Shall we? Get items. Get 4 science ID cards. And actually, let me look at this. Remove filters. No, wait. ID. What? You can't look in containers? Science. See, I have more. No. I picked up books. Where? From where? Where are the books? Where am I keeping the books? Where am I keeping the books? North. So, drop the books north again. Then, what else? The rifle scope, put it back where it belongs. The battery, put it back. I have a hand drill with me. I don't really need that. I have multi-tool, bolt cutters. I have an ammo belt, which I should replace. Reload the mounted M249 with this. Not with the Stanag, with the belt I have in my inventory. That sound effect was way too loud. Guys, really, I mean, awesome job with the sound packs, but normalize your levels. Damn it. You cannot have one sound effect that is really toned down and then you reload a gun and your eardrums explode. Come on. You do it on purpose. What else do I want to drop? Nothing. 31 encumbrance. I'm good. I'm good to go. There's a giant ant. Why? There's ants everywhere I go. It must be a stray one though. And it's not a soldier ant. I haven't seen a anthill anywhere. However, this could be a ant infested lab. So let's keep an eye out for that. However, swipe your ID card. Yes, open. Oh, this is a lab with the elevator. I'm not sure I like that particularly, but use the elevator controls. Zombie scientist. I don't think I'm currently seen. Let's take a look at what happened. From the east, you hear a boomer explode. From the east, you hear thump, glass shattering, whomp, thump, whomp, thump, thump, thump. So this might be two things. It might be zombies fighting something, and that something might be robots or turrets, or it might be ants. And part of that thump, let me see that again. Let me see that again. Boomer explode. Okay, whomps and thumps are creatures bashing on stuff. I don't think this is the sound of the building coming down, which would have been more concerning. So I don't think there's anything destroying the walls. But let's keep an ear out for that. Okay. So we have a lot of company in here. Let's put it like that. Let's stay close to the controls so that we can go up in a pinch. Yeah, this place is gonna be fun. Let's try and mutilate the zombie security guard for 53 damage. Good. Okay, security guard is gone. Scientist. Oh, there's a guy in here. Bloated zombie. I think I'll activate the phase immersion suit. This way I will be impervious to gas, I think. Fat zombie, you got the fat zombie for 63 damage critical. We are doing work with this katana. More zombie scientists. The bloated zombie is gonna explode, but again the gas is not gonna... I keep hearing noises. The zombies are fighting and dying against something else. I hope that something else is not gonna be more lethal than the zombies themselves. See? You hear a bloated zombie explode. But the thing is, if it was a turret, we would hear blam, right? We would hear the turret firing, and we don't hear the turret firing. Why aren't they coming towards me? Okay, now they are. Okay, that exploded. It's okay. I can't see a thing. Zombie tries to claw at you but fails. I guess we are in gas so thick that we can't see in front of us. But we are here, and supposedly there are zombies either here or here. It's not a good situation. It's not a good situation. Let's interact with the elevator controls, get out of dodge, and wait for the gas to dissipate a little bit. How about that? Close this. And we will wait a while. Wait 5 minutes. Good sign is I'm not hearing any more destruction. Oh, but at the same time I don't have Z level turned on, so wait, use the phase immersion suit. Use the elevator. I still can't see. It says you managed to slip past. From the north you hear leave now. That might be Amigo. Now I have a problem here. I don't even know where I'm at. I think I'm in here. Yes, I'm in here. I can't see any of this because the gas doesn't have the means to escape. What I don't want to do is to go too far from the elevator controls. I hear glass breaking. Now the zombies have an advantage on us. They can smell us. There's a pair of sneakers on the floor. Okay, I don't think there's a zombie in the immediate vicinity. From the southwest, you hear hysterical laughing. Hysterical laughing. Do I dare get out of the elevator? Okay, these zombies are not trying to hit me now. More glass breaking. Okay, now I see something. Now I don't. I saw something for a second. Okay, now I see something. Tough zombie. Let's peek. That didn't do much good to us. Come this way. Okay, now I hear kaboom. Now that's a sound I recognize. From the north you hear hostile detected. So there is a robot. There is a robot. How big a robot that is. Now these are metal doors, so we might be really close to an armory or some other structure like that. Okay, seems like the gas is slowly clearing out. This works a little bit in our advantage though, because it means that we are not immediately visible to every zombie in the area. Yeah, something's going on behind these lab doors. More zombies that we can manage. Scientists and tough zombies. Come on now. Okay, that's gone. This is gone. That is gone. I'm a little bit fatigued now. I'm waiting a second. Okay, let's go up. Let's go up and catch our breath in here. Can you imagine this elevator going up and down, and every time we go down we load more corpses and then we go up again. And then we go down, the door opens, more zombies come in, slash, then we go up again with more bodies. This is radical. Alright. There's still a lot of gas. Noxious gas in here. Zombie security guards. So, one thing I know about this kind of layout, this I think is the newest kind of lab, is that there's more turrets, and these turrets are positioned in a way that they can hit you from pretty far away. Ooh, there's a number of dudes in there. Experimental lab bot. I think the bot is gonna... Yeah, heavy bleeding, likely injured. Yeah, these guys are fighting. Fortunately, bots do... Oh, an experimental mutant. A deformed amalgamation of man and animal. Grotesque humanoid covered in fur and a torn jumpsuit. The sinister fangs, claws, and the look of insanity in his pale yellow eyes are a testament to that he lost all of his humanity. Okay, guys, if you could slowly funnel through here while everything else falls to pieces. I would be really happy to practice my katana skills on all of you. Security guards are armored, but they go down nonetheless. Now the blob. Okay. Okay, the blob was splitting in two. I'm half stamina more or less. I can fight another one at least. Okay, you know what that sounded like, right? That was a that was a shocker. That was a shocker. Shockers are our nemesis. Now the problem with the shocker is... Okay, I have the Faraday chainmail suit, right? I do. The problem is, what else do I wear together with the Faraday chainmail suit? Oh, there's more than one experimental... Huh. Broken lab defense bot. Okay, they destroyed the lab, the experimental bot. Do I want to fight one of these? No, I want to go up first. Elevator again. Doon, 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 doon. Wait a while. Wait until you catch your breath. Okay. This kind of things you do one small step at a time. Oh, you feel sick, you idiot. Go back up. What did I just say? Now I'm poisoned. Let's get out. Let's get a breath of fresh air. Wait 5 minutes. You were hurt. Stop waiting. Yes. Your head hurts. My head is poisoned. When you get poisoned, your head is poisoned, of course. And perception is going down, which is not good. You know what? While the poison wears off, let me see, do I have something to eat? I'm gonna make donut holes using the chemistry set. I'm gonna eat the donut holes. Nom 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 nom. Oh look, the donut holes cured me of poison. Isn't that amazing? Activate the phase immersion suit. All systems operational. Okay. Okay, more boomer explodes. From the southeast you hear meat. So maybe these are the experimental mutants talking. And maybe they are also battling against... That's another shocker. Or at least, that's the sound of the shock going off. Okay, blobs. Blobs can be dangerous, they can overwhelm you and drain your stamina, basically. I don't like the fact that these blobs keep going around. Blobs can grow in size, and I think they can also absorb corpses or zombies. Okay, they're all gone. Let's go up again. Deactivate phase immersion suit. Wait a while. Catch your breath. Reactivate phase immersion suit. Go back down. Okay. Blobs are gone. That's the experimental mutant. Now, experimental mutant, do you want to come for me? Doesn't seem like. There's two of them. Oh, they are battling against things, and there's also a man-hack in there. This is war. A skeletal brute, severely injured. Okay, let's take a look at what's happening. Are they fighting? The experimental mutant hits the skeletal brute, but it's stopped by its exoskeleton. Exoskeleton, lightly injured. Are the mutant regenerating? All this fighting and the mutant is just lightly injured. You know what I think I must do? I need to activate the scabbard and wield my M16. And then I just want to look. Let's see how they fare. They don't seem to be... Oh, the skeletal brute sends the mutant flying. Okay, that's gonna do damage. Okay, I think I want to fire on the skeletal brute. Precise aim. Wait, what am I firing? Is this auto? Firing mode 3 rounds. No. Switch. Semi-auto. Okay. Precise. Okay, skeletal brute is down. There's a man-hack. The man-hack can help me, but it's not gonna. Oh, it's difficult to hit, is it? Try it. Precise aim. Okay, man-hack is destroyed. There's another one, though. Fire. Precise aim. You heard the footstep. Ignore. Destroyed. Okay, experimental mutant. lightly injured and heavily bleeding. I'm a little bit concerned. Regular aim. 26 damage. Lightly injured. Still lightly injured. I think what I need to do is switch to 3-round bursts. And then carefully aim so that there's no chance of grazing hits. The experimental mutant is visibly regenerating. Okay, it's severely injured now though. Severely injured, so maybe now semi-auto, careful aim. Okay, experimental mutant dies. So they regenerate. They could battle against zombies for a long time, but you can use a gun to destroy them. I have to try and precise aim this manhack. Okay, destroyed. More zombies in there. There was another mutant. I don't know where it is. Why can't I see in here? Oh, because it's dark. That's why. I think... You know, guys, I want to reset the situation, so I'm gonna go away. Use the elevator control. I know that those guys fight each other, so I want to reset the battlefield slightly. Activate the scabbard. And let me also do this. I'm going to totally reload this magazine. Or maybe I'm just gonna swap it. So in here, I should have more full Stanag magazines. I have one. So this one I drop. This one I pick up. Oh no, not one. It's one line. I have many. Let's pick up another. Okay. What? No sound? The soundpack took offense because I said that the turret reloading sound was too much. Okay, they are fighting each other now, I think. Or they were, for a second. You got distracted, eh? I think the mutant is still there. It must be. Will the M16. Okay, I don't see the mutant yet. It must be in here. Must be in here. We have more blobs, more zombies. This place is a mess. Come on, blob. From the north you hear, "What the fuck do you want from me?" Yeah, that sounds like something that an experimental mutant would say, doesn't it? Buddy, don't worry. It's gonna end soon. It's gonna end soon. 3-round bursts. Careful aim. Oh no! The M16 malfunctions! This is not good. Is it a random thing? I don't think it's like So there should be an indicator for when a gun starts getting you know, dirty, accumulating, I don't know, gunk in the barrel. I don't know how it's called, but I don't think it's the case in here. I don't know why the mutant is still in there. It's not coming closer. Okay, there's a lot of zombie scientists. Okay, too low on stamina. Too low on stamina. Get back up. Wait a while. Catch your breath. If you feel refreshed. Use the elevator. I forgot again to activate the phase immersion suit, but fortunately the gas is almost totally dissipated. Activate the scabbard. Wield the rifle. And okay, this way. Okay, this experimental mutant is not super smart, is it? It doesn't move. It is uninjured. It is heavy bleeding and uninjured at the same time. Fire. 3-round burst. Precise aim. It is now heavily injured. Fire. Semi-auto. Precise aim. Fire. I'm sorry, buddy. The way I'm interpreting this is that he just wanted to go. He saw in us the possibility to be gone for good. Something that the zombies couldn't do, you know, because he was regenerating so fast, and so he chose peace. Ooh, manhack destroyed with a swift katana slash. All right. Look at the absolute destruction in here. And there's gonna be loot. There's gonna be some loot. Advanced electronics. You hear clank. I need to be careful though. I need to be careful because there might still be a shocker somewhere. And I don't want to get caught off guard by a shocker. Now, do I need a phase immersion suit on? No, this place is well lit anyway. And the gas is almost totally dissipated. There's something in here probably. Ooh, hi. I was sure this couldn't be a shocker because shockers emit light. Let's take a look. Manhack. Let's see if it comes towards us. The good thing is that manhacks and robots are probably killing most of the zombies. And at the same time, zombies also slowly come back up, and eventually they will destroy the robots. Now this kind of labs though, come on manhack, this kind of labs. Ooh, experimental lab bot. Now, the lab bot can shock us. Run. Activate scabbard. Wield. Rifle. I can use R. Activate phase immersion suit. Aha! Oh, it's locked in combat with that Zombo. Nice. Fire. Not semi-auto, one shot. Precise. Hostile detected. Severely injured. Precise aim. Okay, experimental lab bot collapses. Activate katana. And the zombie just dies? How? Oh, there's an acid streak. Oh boy. Acid streaks. I see. Walk. More zombie scientists. Glass shattering. This is a nice choke point. Problem is, I'm not gonna have infinite stamina. There might be more experimental mutants. And more robots. Hostile detected. And kaboom, there's absolutely a turret somewhere. Ooh, manhacks. Okay, places like this where there's a visibility from a long range, these are dangerous. Definitely dangerous, because there might be a turret somewhere. We are destroying manhacks left and right. Guys, this lab is massive, and exploring this is gonna take some time. Also looting this. That is more lightning arcs being shot by robots. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, but it's gonna be fun. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Alla prossima!